So let's be real. You probably clicked on this video because you are tired of managing your finances like it's a freaking chore. And guess what? It doesn't have to be that way. That's why in this video, I'm gonna share the 3 ways that you can make it exciting because you can feel responsible with handling your finances and make it work for you in the best way possible. Let's go. What's up guys, it's Nik. I'm a recovered shopaholic, now a money mindset and life coach, empowering Filipino professionals to fund their dreams into reality. And yes, you've heard it right. I kind of tweaked my introduction right there. If you've been following me on Instagram, I've shared the huge announcement that I'm officially certified in life and success coaching. I've been training for that for a year now, and it's really helped me solidify my belief that when you master your habits and beliefs and mindset around money, that you also become a master of your life, because this is where I really understood the language, the science of our mind, and how we can take control of creating habits that really stick in the long run. And that includes how we can make use of our finances in a way that makes us feel excited in doing it. Because I get it. Somehow we correlate being responsible to something boring and lame and like a chore, right? Because you're oh, we need to wash the dishes, we need to clean the floor, we need to fix our bed, we need to clean out our closet, and all of those things feel like a chore, and we associate that if we want to be responsible with our finances, therefore we're gonna do boring, daunting tasks with our finances as well. So in this video, I'm sharing 3 ways on how we can reframe our mindset around handling our finances and stop making it feel like a chore, but rather something that we look forward to instead. So if you're all about that, then make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel, because I do have a new video every single week about mastering your habits and mindset around money so you can become a master of your life. So let's do it. The first situation or analogy that I would parallel it to is managing your finances is like organizing your closet. So as you guys know, I'm in the process of moving out to a new place with my partner because I'm getting married soon, and I realized this analogy is so on point because I don't know about you guys, but I dread cleaning my closet. I dread that, you know it's there. The pile of clothes are stacked up on each other. You know that ang gulo-gulo ng closet mo, hindi mo na alam kung anong pipiliin mo na damit to wear because it's all piled up on top of each other. Pinagsusok-sok mo na lang lahat sa mga cabinet. When you think about it, that's kind of sometimes how we associate handling our finances. It's we know that it's a cluttered mess. We know that we're overwhelmed when we open the Excel sheet or the budgeting app or the expense tracker, and yet we're I don't want to do it because it's too overwhelming and it's too confusing and it's too daunting. And I realized when it comes to handling our finances, managing our money, it looks like that cluttered cabinet. You need to fix it, but you don't do it. You need to handle it better so that you can make better money decisions, but you don't do it. It's kind of that you have more items in your closet that would look better on you or that you'd always want to wear, but then you can't find them because your closet is a whole mess. And that's the thing with our finances. If you feel like it's a chore, it's because it's such a cluttered, overwhelming, daunting mess. And that mess is usually the toxic thought patterns that we have around money. That sinanay na lang natin yung sarili natin, na tinatanggap na lang natin na, oh, that's just how we think about money. It's kind of oh, I'm just used to budol shopping because that's immediately available in front of me rather than dealing and confronting the wrong things I've done in the past with my money. Or I'm just so used to overgiving to everyone around me, not setting boundaries because I'm just too scared of confrontation. Or I'm just so used to settling in this career and not asking for a promotion because I'm so scared to talk to my boss. I'm so scared to ask for a higher pay because do I really deserve that? And this is how we can really associate our magulo na cabinet to our magulo na isip when it comes to money. We're just so used to the same patterns, the same habits that we don't get to question, is this really serving me? Or am I just settling for the pile of mess that's in my brain? Remember, pag inayos mo yung closet mo, marirealize mo na parang, oh my gosh, I remember I love this dress or I love these pants. I forgot that I actually want to wear them. And that's the same pattern when it comes to our mindset around money. We forget that we are much more resourceful. We are much more capable than we think, but it's buried at the back of our mind, those dreams that we've always been so capable to reach, that has always been available, but it's in the back of our mind, covered by all these toxic thought patterns that are in the way of creating better money decisions. So my point is, we need to declutter the toxic thought patterns around money that are not serving us, in the same way that we would declutter and organize our closet to find out these items are not really what I want anymore. So I want you to notice your thoughts around money whenever you make a money decision, whenever you start to look at your expenses, because oftentimes it's really just confronting the freaking mess that we've made. Because when you think about it, yung papatong-patong ng mga damit sa closet natin, weren't we the ones who did that? Hindi ba tayo yung parang, di bale na, itapon na lang doon, lagay na lang dyan, basta matapos na. Right? It's the same thing with our mindset around money, is that how long have you been delaying the dreams you've always wanted because you just keep saying to your finances na, bahala na, basta, okay na yan, basta may matabi, pwede na, or diba, deserve ko naman yun pag nakuha ko yung income. Those are the things that we need to question to ourselves. It's like, yun ba talaga deserve ko? Or don't I deserve something more? Because if your brain is filled with the same toxic thought patterns and limiting beliefs around money, you won't be able to make room for new habits, for new patterns that are going to serve you more. Second way to make finances more exciting is having an accountability partner has been so helpful for me. Like even right now in my moving out process. So the thing with me in this process is that I dread like just going over all of my stuff that I need to sell, maybe donate, things that I still want to keep. So I'm grateful that my fiance is honestly much more organized than me. He's so tiyaga. Sobrang tiyaga niya when it comes to organizing, decluttering, selling stuff. So he really motivates me to declutter the things that I don't want to bring to our new place anymore. Like he's already so used to selling pre-loved items online. And so having him as my accountability partner really pushed me to be like, okay, I need to take pictures now of my stuff. I need to make sure that I know the measurements of everything. So I would also have to make sure like what are the things that I really need to let go of already, so that I could tell him to share these photos, like post them online so that we can start selling them. And true enough, grabe, I've sold so many of my old stuff here in the condo in the past weeks, and I have him to thank as my accountability partner. I feel like kung ako lang yun, baka ang bagal ng process. I still would have done it, but then it's just different when you have a partner, an accountability partner with you. My point is, when it comes to also managing your finances, if it feels like a chore, it's also really good to have an accountability partner who encourages you to take the right course of action that will bring you a step closer and much faster to what your ultimate goal is. And this is where I really love talking about that when it comes to managing your finances, instead of associating it to something like a chore, something like you dread, what if you think of handling your finances as a tool in making your dreams happen, in funding your dreams that you've always wanted? Because for me, that is the major shift in my mindset, that from dreading opening the Excel sheet or tracking my expenses, it really changed to something like, I am so looking forward to looking at my expenses, looking at how I'm gonna allocate my money towards my savings, towards investments, because I know it's gonna bring me a step closer in funding the dreams. May it be like when I decided to be a full-time entrepreneur, when I decided to go on my solo trip, when I decided that, for instance, decluttering my condo right now is much more exciting because I know it's going to bring us a step closer to moving out together, to moving out to the new place in just a few months. And for me, like, that's what I'm focused on, rather than the act of just like, I need to be responsible and declutter everything and organize everything and sell stuff. Like, if you really focus on that, it's really gonna feel like a chore. But what if you focused on what is your desired outcome of doing this thing anyway? It's the same with your finances. Is that how can you focus on and align the act of managing your finances to a specific goal, to a specific life goal and dream, so that every single time you freaking look at your finances, every time you sit down and decide to be in control of your finances, that you know that I'm doing this because I know in just a few months, 6 months, 12 months, it's gonna bring me a step closer to living the life that I've always wanted. That's why I love coaching my clients in mapping out what do they want out of their dream life. How does their ideal life look like? What is their vision? What is their mission for waking up every single day? Because when you get so focused on that crystal clear picture of what you want out of life, managing your money, handling your finances is just part of the process that therefore becomes more exciting. That's why when I coach my clients in the first 4 sessions inside my 8-week program, we really focus on getting clear on what they really want out of life on their terms. Because if they're clear on what their life goals are, what their dream life looks like, it's gonna be so much easier to spend in alignment to funding those goals. It's gonna be so much more easier and much more natural to look at your expenses, to know that, oh, I'm gonna set aside savings because it's going to fund these life goals that are really my priority right now. And what I love about being a coach is that I keep them accountable to their commitment to themselves. And this is the biggest thing that my clients tell me, is that it's really different when you really have someone holding you accountable, having an accountability partner in such a way that you are motivated to work towards the dreams that you have, to also see what are the loopholes and gaps that I'm not seeing in my finances. How can I see the patterns around money that are not serving me? How can I create new beliefs that I realized? How can I be more aware of the toxic beliefs that I have around money so that it doesn't stop me anymore? And as a result, they realized that something that would have taken them years to overcome when it comes to creating the financial system, overcoming the mindset blocks and toxic beliefs around money, it would have taken them years. But what they tell me is that because they have an accountability partner, they were able to figure it out. They were able to overcome it in just a few weeks with me as their coach. So if you want me to also be your accountability partner as your coach in helping you fast track funding your dreams with the right tailor-fit financial systems and financial roadmap, then make sure you check out my website below inside my one-on-one coaching program, Fund Your Freedom. There you can also see the success stories of my clients who are now thriving and funding their dreams and on their way to really making it a reality because they have broken the cycle of financial pressure, financial stress, the wrong spending habits, and now they have more confidence and clarity in handling their finances with ease and excitement. So if you want to reserve your slot, make sure you fill up the form through my website below. I usually get booked out 1 to 2 months in advance, so I always encourage my clients to book in advance so I can make sure that I get to coach you as soon as possible. Third way that you can handle your finances with ease and excitement is just wash the dishes right away. So this is my analogy when it comes to paying our bills. Is that, okay, so for me, I admit, there's this thing that when you see the dishes in the sink, you know you're gonna clean them. You know you're gonna have to wash them right away. Or you're gonna wash them eventually. You can't just leave dishes in the sink. But what I would do is that sometimes I just leave them there and I delay the act of washing the dishes. And the thing is, since mag-isa pa ako nakatira, wala namang may istorbo na iniwan ko yung dishes doon. So I'm just gonna do it later. And most of the time, I do it in the least comfortable way. May it be like, I'm about to sleep na, and I do the dishes, or I do it first thing in the morning, and it's like, I keep telling myself, why did I just wash the freaking dishes right away as soon as after lunch, after breakfast, after dinner? Why didn't I just wash it right away so that hindi ko na siya iisipin? Okay, so you're like, Nick, why the hell are you like sermoning me? Bakit mo kasi nasermonan sa paghugas ng pinggan? Okay, because this is something that we can associate to handling our finances, paying our bills, setting aside savings, is that what if we just do it right away? Why do we keep delaying it even though we know we're gonna do it? We're gonna have to do it. We can't just keep delaying the bills or else they're gonna stack up and then eventually we're gonna get stressed out even though we know we could have prevented the stress from happening if we just did our finances right away. So, you might be asking, so Nik, how do I do that? So like when I coach my clients, this is where I guide them in creating a tailor-fit system where they only have to monitor their finances, pay off their bills, set aside savings twice a month. So may ibang due date ng bills nila, whatever it is, they only have to sit down, schedule a money date twice a month, may it be 15th, 30th, depending on your payday. If you're in corporate or if you're a business owner, you're gonna be intentional about which days are you going to pay yourself with your own salary from your business, because I still do the same thing. When I was in corporate, I sit down twice a month. When I decided to have my own business, I still sit down twice a month. So what happens is when you sit down twice a month, you do everything right away. You pay your bills right away. You set aside savings right away so that hindi mo na siya iisipin in the next 15 days of the month na parang, dapat hugasan ko ng pinggan today, no? Dapat hugasan ko ng pinggan after lunch. It's kind of like that, right? It's like consuming mental space in your brain na you know you should pay off the bills, you know you should set aside savings, but then because you didn't do it right away or you didn't set a time and schedule for it, you're gonna keep delaying it. And what happens when you keep delaying it? You're gonna get freaking stressed or you're gonna feel really, really uncomfortable in doing it at the time that doesn't feel good to you. And oftentimes when I, really coach my clients on this, it really goes back to the mindset around money. It's like, oh, I just want to delay paying off the bills para may nakikita pa akong pera sa bank account ko, para feeling ko secured ako. Okay? Or, I don't want to set aside savings yet kasi what if gagamitin ko yung pera na yon, caution, just in case. Or, ayoko muna ibayad yun kasi what if kailanganin ko yung pera nun for something else. Right? And these are the things that we need to challenge ourselves. Because like, kunyari, in relation to the freaking dishes, right? It's like, Nik, why are you delaying it? Like, you're just delaying the inevitable. You're just prolonging the agony. You need to do it anyway. Might as well do it at the time that works for you. But what if you get to be more proactive about scheduling money dates where you get to really sit down and know that I know where my money is going because I know what my goals are. I know how aligned my money habits, my money decisions are aligned in funding my life goals, which goes back to what I mentioned earlier. So if I were to summarize the 3 ways that you can handle your finances, you can manage your money with greater ease and excitement, it's number 1, similar to organizing your closet, let go of your toxic beliefs around money so that you can make room for instilling the right money habits. Second, have an accountability partner who encourages you to stick to the right money habits and fund your dreams. Third, be proactive in doing your finances right away by scheduling twice a month money dates. So let me know in the comments which one struck you the most and the one that you want to implement right away. And if you want to overcome feeling anxious, feeling stressed about spending your money, then make sure you check out this video because you're also going to take away a lot of crucial money tips. So I will see you there.